sound really fine. 아무렇지 않은 척 아무도 모르게 조심하는데 또 티가 났나 봐. Sound really fine. 너와 함께 했었던 시간이 길었어. This was actually supposed to be my first attempt in making a vlog. Did a poll a couple weeks ago on Instagram whether or not you wanted more stories or vlogs on YouTube. Vlogs won by a couple of votes, but I did not realize how long this was actually going to take, so I decided to go ahead and do this as my morning kind of skin routine, what I typically do before I go to work. The first product I use is an in-shower acne treatment. Now you do have to be careful with this. This is thermal, so the moment it touches water, it starts heating up. It's supposed to help give a warm massage while you're showering. I normally do this after I wash my hair if I'm washing my hair that day, which I did. So this bag that I have is by Formula 10.06. It's actually a makeup bag, but I normally use it for my skincare items or anything I use to clean my face with. I actually do have and use 2 cleansers, not at the same time. And the first one that I have is by Neutrogena Rapid Clear Stubborn Acne Cleanser. And this one you just put it on your face and then wash it off. So my next skincare is by Formula 10.06. This is a water type. So this one you don't actually wash off. You just get a cotton ball and put it to where you have acne. And only where you have acne. This is not toner. You don't want to put it everywhere, all over your face. Just where you have acne. And this one is actually the one I'm going to be using, especially since I did that thermal kind of scrub in the shower. I wanted to do kind of a form of a liquid, especially since I already put something on my face and washed it off. I normally get a cotton ball, and what I do is that I split the cotton ball in the middle so that way I don't waste as much. So that way I'm using one for cleanser and toner. So I currently have more acne around my chin area. Now I do have some around my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead. But the reason why with this liquid cleanser, you only want to put it where you have acne, because since it's for acne and blackheads, it kind of leaves a little burning sensation, especially if you put it on acne that you were picking at and it's kind of like a fresh wound. Now, I don't know whether or not it's supposed to happen, but for me, it does kind of burn, not to the point that it hurts. So that's why I alternate between cleansers. Okay, we're going to go on to step 2, and the way I do my skincare is actually something I found online. It gives you all the steps from day and night and exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So the toner I have is by L'Oreal, which is kind of like a makeup skincare drugstore brand. They're really, really popular. I got this at Walmart. And with the toner, we're just going to moisten a cotton ball and put it all over your face. Once you put toner all over your face, you want it to let it dry for a little bit before we move on to the third step, which is eye cream. And this is by Clinique. It's just a moisturizer for your under eyes, and I tend to have dark circles. I wasn't able to get the image to kind of be a little bit more clear on camera, but I just normally put it under my under eyes, and sometimes I put it on my eyelids because I think it might help my eyelids not be so dark. Okay, the 5th step is moisturizer, but technically for me it's the 1st step because I don't do an anti-age serum or antioxidant or anything like that. And it is by Clinique 72 Hour Surge moisturizer. You just grab some, put it all over your face. Now I do have combination skin, so some parts can get really, really dry, or some can get really, really oily, which can cause me acne. And don't forget to put moisturizer on your neck because it is apparently your second face when it comes to skincare. Now the last step is sunscreen, but this is by Olay, and it's not only a sunscreen but also a moisturizer. So even though I did use the Clinique already, apparently it's not that bad,
building moisturizer up. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I heard that it doesn't hurt if you get a moisturizer with sunscreen and use that after your other hydrating moisturizer. So that is what I did, and I just put it all over my face. I don't go outside, so I don't know what it'll do, but I'm doing it. So that is it for the skincare. I put everything back inside the bag. Now let's move on to my hair. Now my hair is kind of weird. It's curly, frizzy, wavy. It's wavy on top and kind of curly on the bottom, but it's like frizzy to the point it could get very, very poofy. Now, if you don't know, I actually have damage because I bleached my hair, then dyed it again with box hair dye. So I use Pro Growth hair oil, and normally when I don't use this, I use just any type of oil, except coconut oil, because that could give you acne on your head. Just FYI. So normally I just get the oil, rake it through my scalp, and then just try to put it on the bottom, and I just try to get it really in there, just saturate it, because my hair dries out pretty quickly. I will say this, I hate baby hair, so I normally get this comb and just try to flatten the top before I put it into a ponytail. So I just try to get it as flat or like kind of smooth as possible. I typically no longer brush my hair, but since it's been a couple of days and just to show you guys what I normally always do, I went ahead and got a wide tooth comb to brush on my hair. Now my hair does get tangled, so it tends to hurt me a lot to brush my hair, and normally when I brush it, it could be literally when my hair is dripping wet, but the curls go away, and that's when the frizz comes, which is why I no longer like to brush my hair. So before I put my hair in a ponytail, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow. At this point, I didn't realize what time it was, so I didn't notice that it had taken a really long time. And after I finished my makeup, I only had like a good 15 minutes to get ready, like put my shoes on, get my lunch ready, and get everything else situated. So I'm sorry that the makeup part doesn't really look that good. I was trying to do the best I can, especially with the setup that I had. So here is the makeup and day 6 of the makeup challenge I was doing on Instagram. So with the makeup done, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my hair. I'm just gonna take off the hairband and get my comb and make the top a little bit more smoother before I do it in a ponytail. And like I said, I'm very picky. I really like it to be smooth. I know making it super tight isn't really good for my head or hair, but that's just my personal preference. So all I do is add hair gel, and then if I feel like something isn't right or something is lifted, I go ahead and get that flat brush or whatever brush it's called and just brush it down to make it more smoother. And that's it, you guys. That is my morning routine, what I typically do before I go to work. And guys, when I work in the morning, I never have time to eat breakfast, nor do I feel like it. So I only ever bring a lunch to work, and then I eat breakfast at the hospital. And this is what I typically always get, which is like biscuits and gravy and a coffee. I tend to try to change it up a little bit with the coffee. It's not good to have ice cream every single morning, but that's really what I do when I get there, is eat, sit, and relax.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to miss up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far.